This is one of a nearly dozen protests in New York City today alone. This one's in Weeksville near Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. On this map, it's one of the areas you see in orange or red. Those neighborhoods are both the lowest in income citywide and have the highest number of police calls. The researchers who put it together after detailed analysis concluded the two are linked strongly.
93% of the arrests were black and brown people.
David R. Jones talks about subway turnstile jumping and other minor crime arrests. He really knows what he's talking about. He sits on the board of the MTA, as well as leading the research that concluded that lower income communities of color are more likely to be policed.
This is all part of the mosaic that has gotten people so agitated who grew up in these communities.
People like Anton Lowe, who came to the gathering and protest in Weeksville.
And I'm not surprised at all. Like, even now, look how much police van is out here. And what we're doing is standing here talking. So, it sends us the wrong sign, sends the wrong signal.
The research shows something more, that police respond most frequently in low-income communities that are gentrifying. Matt Swagler said his experience bears out what the research says.
We had somebody who was shot in front of our house, and a bunch of people around all called 911. And it took forever for the ambulance to come, but the cops were right there. This was just down the block. And they were trying to ask the guy all these questions instead of actually trying to, quickly facilitate keeping him alive and make sure he was okay.
Justin Feldman is an NYU researcher who specifically looks at income, race, and policing. He's found that not only are police more likely to be called to low-income communities of color, but people from those communities are far more likely to lose their lives in police incidents.
Lower income communities have higher rates of police killing than higher incomes. You also find that majority black communities have higher rates of police killing.
Higher rates of police killing, he says. He also says that newly introduced measures before the city council to divert up to $1 billion in NYPD funding to public health and youth programs and other programs that are non-police are a good start, he says.